Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, and I am your coach of the Houstonian Hoopas. But this isn't a CPL video. We joined another league, the MPL. We got invited, had some great people in there. Dan vouched for me to join, and I didn't think I was actually going to get in, but I did. So it's another league. It's got people like RizzyPow, Denchaby, Moxie, and Fernape, a bunch of other YouTubers you guys should all check out. And this is an off-season league. So we're doing a very unique style league. It's an NFE tournament, or NFE league, I should say. I said league like 7 times. Anyways, it's NFE, not fully evolved. So the deal with the draft is that you cannot have any fully evolved Pokemon. So Pokemon that cannot evolve or are in their final stage of evolution are not allowed to be in this tournament. Couple bands such as the likes of Chansey, Porygon 2, Magneton, and Gligar are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. And Pikachu's Light Balls banned and things like that. And oh yeah, only base Pokemon. So only base Pokemon, whether it's a stage 1 or stage 2 evolution line, can hold the Eviolite. So things like Chimchar can, but Monferno can't. But at the same time, Pokemon like what's a good example? Like Doduo can hold one, because it's a base Pokemon, even though it only evolves to a Dodrio. So it's very different. This is not your usual OU, UU. It's all going to be on the DS. So you got Showdown here because I use Showdown to build teams and whatnot. But it's going to be a DS league, so you'll be seeing me playing on the Nintendo 3DS instead of Showdown like I usually do. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's a 6-week main season tournament. We don't battle everyone in the tournament. We only battle 6 opponents. Let me actually see if I can pull it up. Here's the page. I am your Houstonian Hoopas. Thinking about getting. I'm gonna probably get a new logo. Just waiting on a friend of mine to finish it. That's my draft. But before we get into my draft, I wanted to see all these things. I forgot all the things. And you can ignore my dog walking in the background. Where is the battle? Oh, wait a minute. I think it's on my page. Actually, here we go. This is the X conference and Y conference. I'm part of the Y conference. I'm going to be fighting week 1, by the way. I'm fighting Water and Grass, and I'm a huge fan. when I knew that Water and Grass was in the tournament, or in the league, I got super hyped. I'm a huge fan. He's the whole reason why I got back in the TCG, so I love him for that. Also, we're battling Poise, another great guy who's joining the CPL. Moxie and Fernape, who made it to Pokeball, or the Super Bowl version, their finals last season, to fight my man Dan, Bizer, and the Rizzle the Man. So all a bunch of people I'm really excited to battle. Anything else? So 6 weeks, and then whoever has the highest win-loss ratio moves on to finals, or like, and if it's a tie, there's a differential thing that I have to deal with. I'm not a big fan of differentials, but that's just how the tournament works. So we're gonna make do. Oh, my dog's crying. I'm gonna go close the door. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's see. So I guess now we can move on to the tournament. So it is gonna be level 50, not level 100. And I tried my best to build a draft around the idea of being really versatile as far as what kind of sets I could bring, while being able to kind of scatter Pokemon around. I don't want to have a lot of offense, because I feel like offense just doesn't work in this style of league. There's a lot of bulky mons that can show up because of Eviolite. Knockoff is huge, so I have to bring things that can resist knockoff, or like play around knockoff and stuff like that. And just try to think of Pokemon that work really well all around in this style tournament. It's very new to me, so I feel like my draft is pretty decent. I feel like I have a great chance in this league, and yeah. Let's see, let's just go ahead and go to, oh, whatever, who cares if it's, who cares? Who cares if it's level 100? You guys know it's level 50. First Pokemon is Ferroseed. Actually, I don't know why I'm over here. I'm just going to go over here. Ferroseed was my first Pokemon. My first thing with this was I looked at Ferroseed and go, Ferroseed can hold Eviolite. Ferroseed is broken. Not a lot of attacks kill it. Even like HP Fires usually only do about 80%. Leech Seed, Spikes, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave. Very great versatile Pokemon. And in these kind of tournaments, base 50 attack is not bad. So I don't have to run Gyro Ball. I can run things such as Iron Head and stuff like that. Toxic, Stalling. I don't even have to hold Eviolite. I can hold Leftovers and be perfectly fine due to my natural bulk. I can run Curse sets because I am 100% okay with being offensive with this Pokemon in this style tournament where 50 attack is not too bad. Explosion's an option. Special, even though I doubt I'll ever be special. Just all around, it's very, very bulky while having the potential to be offensive. So that's my first Pokemon. My second Pokemon, who's my second Pokemon? Yeah, this is what I get for not being ready to do this. I'm very tired, guys. Murkrow, oh yeah, I wanted Murkrow right away. Murkrow is cool because Murkrow can also hold the Eviolite, even though I probably won't. Even though, I mean, it's relatively bulky in this tier. But it's got 85, 85, and 91. This thing hurts. This thing hits hard, this thing hits fast, and this thing has Prankster. As well as Insomnia in case I'm fighting somebody with a lot of sleep powder or like things like that. Lots of attacks. Because of Prankster, I can run really, really cheeky sets as well as just straight up offensive sets. Let's just take a look at its attacks. It gets Brave Bird, which is already really cool because a lot of baby birds don't get Brave Bird. Calm Mind, if I want to do Calm Mind Feather Dance maybe to decrease their attack while increasing my special defense. That works really well with Eviolite too. Dark Pulse if I want to be special. Defog, it's a nice defogger because of priority. There's a Feather Dance I was talking about earlier, which lowers their attack by 2 stages, so it's like a Nega Swords Dance. Foul Play, even though I doubt I'll be needing it this season. Haze, if I'm afraid of Pokemon like use Shell Smash or Quiver Dance or anything like that. Mean Look, Toxic Stall, Mean Look Perish, Mean Look Perish Song. I could do the Mean Look Perish Song set, guys. Mean Look Perish Song, Roost, and I don't know, maybe Protect or something. Depends on the Pokemon, because I can actually trap a lot of Pokemon that are mainly bulky or things like that. Pursuit, Quash, that's some VGC strats right there. I gotta keep those in mind later. Sucker, oh, it gets good. I wanted to make sure it got Sucker Punch, so it does get Sucker Punch. More Thunder Wave support, which is you know how you guys know how I like to play. I like to play bulky offense, which means a lot of support with other mons, so my stronger mons can sweep and stuff like that. So yeah, Murkrow is the next member, and then of course, since my first opponent, Water and Grass, Jesse, sniped me from my baby mascot, I had to get my other one. He got Togekiss, or Togetic I should say. So I got Riolu. The reason why I like Riolu is, once again, Eviolite holding Mon. Another Prankster Mon, but Riolu is cool. Riolu with Prankster is actually really interesting, just because I can Prankster Bulk Up, Prankster Swords Dance, anything like that. And then I can hit them with Drain Punch, High Jump Kick, Bullet Punch, things like that. And then I can use Prankster Copycat. So copy is the last move to use. So if, say I decide to run slow Riolu, bulk up, bulk up, bulk up, bulk up, and then I go for Drain Punch. As long as I went second for that Drain Punch, I can use Copycat and then have priority Drain Punch that way. So I can stay really, really bulky, keep myself healthy. Cross Chop, it gets great coverage. It gets Earthquake. A lot of baby Pokemon don't get Earthquake, especially if they're not a ground type. Crunch, sorry, Dual Chop for the dragons, Endure, things like that. You know, silly stuff. Iron, it gets Iron Defense? What? Okay. In case I want to be really bulky, I could do Iron Defense, Iron Tail, which is nice. I didn't think Riolu would get that. Quick Attack, Rain Dance if I want to run a Rain team. I know, it's once again another really versatile Pokemon. Toxic, I can do special with Vacuum Wave and Aura Sphere. I don't think it gets Focus Blast, so let me double check. Oh, it does get Focus Blast, right. So yeah, Riolu's here. Little Riolu. By the way, guys, in the comments, I want you guys to give me suggestions for nicknames, because I'm going to be needing nicknames since, you know, in the DS, it's nice to have nicknames. Anyways, next is, oh, this is a really, really important pick for me. I got Lickitung, another Pokemon that can hold Eviolite. As you guys can see, my draft was mainly focused around Pokemon that can hold Eviolite. Look at those defenses. Eviolite Lickitung is going to put in the work. Pretty decent attack and special attack too. Oblivious, so I can't be taunted, so if I want to be the Heal Pell set, Wish set, Toxic Stall set. Own Tempo, so I can't be even confused. I can't even be confused either. You see little cup sets, but this thing's really nice. It gets Amnesia while holding Eviolite. Belly Drum, if I want to be that guy, I could do Belly Drum, Wish. What else does he get? Counter. Ooh. Curse. Blizzard, because its special attack is a little bit higher than its physical attack, so if I want to do a special set, it's viable. I know it gets Explosion, Double Edge, Dragon Tail, so if I want to phase things around with my spikes and stealth rocks that are giving me on the field because of Ferroseed. Dynamic Punch, because why not? EQ, more fire, Flamethrower, Fire Punch, or Fire Blast. Very nice. Focus Punch, that's dumb. Let's see what else. Hyper Beam, oof. Ice Beam, yeah, this thing has some nice utility. Knockoff, I could do a spec set if I really wanted to. Power Up Punch, Power Whip. It's got great coverage being a Gen 1 normal type. You guys know how it is. They get like a bunch of attacks. Thunderbolt, there we go. Toxic, Wish, there's the Wish I was talking about. Whirlpool, if I want to be trapping them. Toxic Whirlpool. So yeah, Lickitung's cool. Only weakness being fighting. I am accumulating a bit of a fighting weakness right now with those 4 Pokemon. Ferroseed, Murkrow, Riolu, and Lickitung. Bit of a fairy weakness too. Of course, I do have Ferroseed to cover it. But then my next mon, my next mon caused hell and a half. This is my Clamperl. I drafted Clamperl because I'm like, oh yeah, Clamperl gets that thing with Deep Sea Tooth and Deep Sea Tail. I plan on having Clamperl since I was asked to be added to this league, because there's nothing against Clamperl being holding those items, and as you guys know, holding those items make him super duper strong as far as attack goes, and doubling his special attack. I forget what Deep Sea Scale does. I think that's like defenses or something like that, even though I'd rather hold Eviolite than hold Deep Sea Scale. The cool thing about Clamperl though is that it's very versatile just because of those items. I could do Focus Sash if I really want to do that Shell Smash set, because I don't think I'm ever going to do Deep Sea Tooth with Shell Smash. I'm losing a lot of bulk that way, and because Clamperl is not very bulky. I mean, it is kind of naturally bulky, which is why I like the Eviolite set on it, but because it's not actually very bulky, I would never run Shell Smash on a Clamperl with that's holding Deep Sea Tooth. I'd rather run Focus Sash or Eviolite. But yeah, Clamperl is interesting. Deep Sea Tooth, Shell Armor. What's his ability? It gets rattled. So if I want to come in on like an attack that what is it, Ghost, Bug, or Dark, I can increase my speed a bit. Of course, increasing base 32 doesn't mean shit. Like, it's really slow, and it is nice to, of course, double it, but there are Pokemon that will outspeed me no matter what. It's very slow and easy to revenge. But it does get the likes of Blizzard. It doesn't get a huge move pool, as you can see. But it's Water. Water is a spammable type. You do get the likes of Blizzard. Blizzard, I can run any Hidden Power for coverage. Ice Beam, Iron Defense if I want to do Eviolite Iron Defense. Ooh, that actually sounds like fun. Of course, Rain Dance, Scald, one of the greatest attacks in the game. But its coverage is very minimal, but because of just being able to run water and ice, it gets pretty decent coverage on its own. Scald is really spammable. Surf, Whirlpool, Hydro Pump. Did it get Hydro Pump? Actually, I'm actually not sure. No, it doesn't have Hydro Pump. What else could I do with this thing? I like the Eviolite set just because it's relatively bulky. It doesn't get a lot of recovery though, but Eviolite is probably what I do if I want to run a Shell Smash, just because in case I need something fast as opposed to, or faster, like depending on who I'm fighting, because it is a league format, I can work around the Pokemon that I'm battling. Yeah, it's like a 1 or 2 shot pony, but it does the job that it needs to do, especially with all my Thunderwave support. And of course my hazard support. So that's my Clamperl. Next is gonna be Sliggoo. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Sliggoo is here. It gets Sap Sipper. Nice way to absorb grass type moves. It is another fairy weakness, which is unfortunate, but it is a grass and electric weakness, which my team was getting pretty weak to that with all those drafts. And it's a special defensive wall. The biggest reason why I got it, I actually really wanted Floette in my team over Sliggoo, but you know, Sliggoo works too. I can't hold Eviolite with this mon, but it's still relatively bulky naturally. It's got that nice special attack. It does learn Draco Meteor, so I can be dropping those Dracos. Sap Sipper is nice. Does it get gooey? It does get gooey, so I can do a little bit more speed control with that. Also, I can run things like Curse, and I have Wish support with Lickitung to go with it. It's got the nice Infestation Toxic I love doing so much. Muddy Water, Protect, Rain Dance. What is it? Rain Dance, Hydration. So if I want to do Rest Rain Dance, I totally can. Sleep Talk, Substitute, Toxic, all those attacks. Very, very versatile Pokemon. Nice Dragon typing to add to it. Dragon is always nice to have in a team. As you can tell so far, my team is not only very well rounded but diverse, which is how I like to play leagues. I don't like when I draft for leagues, as you guys know, for the CPL, I draft to counter what can beat me so far that everybody else drafted, as opposed to let me draft a team I like, because a team I like is not always going to be the best team. I have to draft to win, so I have to be as versatile as possible so I can always counter or always set myself up to beat my opponent. Next Pokemon is, once again, I wanted to spin. Oh, and this is the first time I'm mentioning it. I want a spin blocker as well, so I decided to go Yamask. I was thinking Baby Jellicent, whatever, Frillish, that's his name. I was thinking Frillish, but Frillish would have been just Somebody took Dusclops already, and Haunter was banned, so I couldn't grab Haunter. So I figured Mummy. Mummy comes through. Yamask is really bulky, nice and powerful ghost typing. It's a neutral ghost typing too, so nice resistance to all those fighting types I was weak to, and immune to normal, and once again spin blocker. It does get Calm Mind with Eviolite. No recovery that I know of, besides Rest, of course. But it gets Trick Room, Debond, of course Shadow Ball. In my opinion, Ghost is the most spammable, type, like even more than Water, because like you know that they're gonna have a normal type. They're gonna have a normal type to be immune to you, but then the other Pokemon that resist Ghost are what? Dark? Isn't Dark the only type that resists Ghost? Which is why you run either Hidden Power Fighting, Focus Blast, things like that, which also hits normal types. So you're in a pretty good position there. I love Ghost type stab. It gets knockoff. Why do all these Pokemon get Iron Defense? Got Iron Defense, of course. Mean Look if I want to do if I want to trap in my opponent. I love trapping. Trapping is one of my favorite styles in the game. I really wanted what was it? It's not Gothitelle, it's Gothorita or something like that. The baby Goth, because Shadow Tag is amazing, even though it got banned, but it's not banned at this tournament. But somebody else managed to get it before me, so that's fine. I do get Trick. I Trick Room again, like I said. Will-O-Wisp, which is really big. I want to be able to burn. I want to be able to burn my opponents. Energy Ball for coverage. Dark Pulse, of course, which you usually never want to use over Shadow Ball, but figured I'd mention it. And yeah, relatively bulky with 85 defense, 65 speed def, so Eviolite sets are going to be nice. Low HP, so it's good for pain splits. And of course, low speed for the Trick Room sets. Trick Room might be viable on my team depending on how I work with it. So next is going to be Tyrunt. By the way, there's only 10 Pokemon, unlike the CPL where there's 12. So it makes drafting both more difficult and easier to do. Look at that. Look at that. That's 89 attack. That's a lot of attack. I chose Tyrunt because I needed a rock type to deal with some Pokemon that my opponents in my conference drafted, and I needed somebody else to draft Stealth Rocks in case I wanted to do only spikes on my Pharaoh Seed. So Tyrunt was nice. A lot of other Pokemon were taken, but I was actually really happy to get Tyrunt. It does get Sturdy, which means D-Dance is actually pretty viable, as well as just like really anything else. Strong Jaw is nice. It gets really good coverage because of that Strong Jaw. Stealth Rocks, of course, phasing around with Dragon Tail, which is Stab, Dragon Claw, Fire Fang, Brick. Let's look at all of his attacks real quick. Bite, Strong Jaw, Bright. Let's do it. I'd rather run Crunch actually. It does get Curse if I want to do Trick Room again, like I said earlier. It does get Draco, which coming off that base 45 special attack, that's a joke, guys. Earthquake. Does it get does it get Head Smash? it does not get head smash. That's a shame. It gets horn drill for whatever reason. Why does it get horn drill? There are no horns. No horns exist on that mon. Whatever. Iron Tail, Iron Head, Outrage, of course, Poison Fang, Ice Fang, Fire Fang. It gets all those attacks. It gets Rock Polish if I just want to be really fast right away. Rock Tomb for speed control. Stealth Rocks, of course. Stone Edge for stab. Of course, it gets Rock Slide too. And Zen Headbutt, things like that. So it's a really, once again, nice offensive coverage mon. 89 attack is nothing to sneeze at. I can always choice it. Eviolite it because it has pretty decent defense. I can work with a bulky Tyrant if I have to. So that's the thing. I'm just gonna, I'll do that later. And 2 more Pokemon. Whirlipede. I wanted something that I could use. There's nothing wrong. First of all, Whirlipede, look at that. It's very bulky even without the Eviolite. I like Whirlipede a lot. It does get Spikes Endeavor, so another Spikes one over my Pharaoh Seed. So I can bring Tyrant. I can bring Pharaoh Seed for rocks and Whirlipede for spikes, or I could bring Pharaoh Thorn for spikes and Tyrant for rocks, stuff like that. You guys know what I'm saying. Pretty decent. It's really physically bulky. I'm most likely going to be running it for Speed Boost, Baton Pass, Spikes, Endeavor, Focus Sash, things like that. It also gets Bug Bite. I can get rid of berries if I want to get rid of berries. Infestation, it is bulky, so Black Sludge, Infestation, Toxic, keeping them locked in. Iron Defense, if I want to Baton Pass Iron Defense, as opposed to Speed Boost, because I don't have to run Speed Boost, of course. Like, it gets the other ability. What's the other ability? Poison Point. It also gets Swarm. That's something to keep in mind. Venoshock, if I want to do Toxic Venoshock, special set. I mean, this thing is not so much going to be doing damage as much as prepping. Rest, Poison Tail, Poison Jab. It doesn't get Mega Horn, sadly, or Swords Dance, like its father does. But you can work around. You can work with this Pokemon. Speed Boost Baton Pass is always nice, especially if I can manage to Speed Boost Baton Pass into my Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn is my final mon. Eviolite Rhyhorn is physically defensive as hell. It gets Stealth Rock, Earthquake. It also gets Double Dance, Swords Dance, as well as Rock Polish. It's a ground type, Lightning Rod. I mean, I got the ground typing, and I got this mon mainly because I didn't want to deal with any Volt Switch shenanigans. Even though against my team, Volt Switch is not the best thing for them to use, because I have a shit ton of way to get up hazards and Spin Blocker. But it's definitely an option for them, and I just figured I'd reduce the option a bit more, especially since my team's pretty weak to electric. I have a little bit of coverage for it, but not too much. It gets Bulldoze for speed control. Counter with Eviolite sounds amazing. Again, another Pokemon that can use Curse. Earthquake for stab. Stone Edge for stab. No way I'm running special. No way I'm running special. Let's see what else it gets. It gets Mega Horn in case I'm dealing with any ridiculous Psychic or Dark types. Poison Jab for fairies. Roar for more phasing. Rock Polish. Did I see Rock Polish? Yeah, it's right there. Rock Polish, Stealth Rocks, another Stealth Rocker, more reliable. Superpower, Swords Dance, Fang, Thunder Fang. This thing has really nice coverage, as well as great defensive typing. I just have to work around it. I really want a Graveler over this Pokemon, just because Graveler gets Sucker Punch and Sturdy and Weakness Policy and all that good jazz. But Graveler did get taken, so I managed to get Rhyhorn instead. So overall, I think my draft is pretty successful. I'm hoping for your guys' supports in the MPL this season. I'm very new. I think I'll be in season. I had no confirmation that I'm in season 3, but which is just going to be the normal season, different than the CPL. But I'm definitely in the NFE one, and I'm hoping everything works out really well. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Let me know potential sets. Let me know your nicknames that you would give these Pokemon. There's a bunch of cool things I should, because there's just a bunch of cool things, whatever. Let me know all that good jazz. And yeah, I'm just trying to think of what else I can say. I've been really tired. I'm very, very sleepy when I'm recording this, and I've been really repetitive. Molly's here to say hi. She's been crying all day. What else do I need to say? yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be uploading my matches on Sunday, which means I'll be uploading my team builder episodes on Saturday, same day the CPL matches are going up. So I guess it's double uploads on Saturday. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, share all that good jazz, and I will see you guys later.